Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today we're in Canada at Western University in search of master's and PhD opportunities. So, these scholarships we'll be looking at are about to open, and it is important that you check for the applications requirement of your particular department. So, there are different departments in this university, and they might have their own different application procedure. Some departments rather, might state that you need to contact professors, send in emails, cold emails. Some do not state that. So I think it's good to clarify. I'll be showing you where to find the email address of the contact persons in the department. So you clarify how to apply and try as much as possible to get at least one of the scholarships available. So without any further delay, let's look at how to get fully funded master's and PhD scholarships at Western University in Canada. Let's begin now. So, if you've not subscribed to the channel, I think this is a good time to do so because there are lots of materials already on this channel and many more coming your way. So, kindly click on the subscribe button and let's look at this scholarship opportunity. So, the first one we'll be looking at is the Ontario Trillium Scholarship, and this is for PhD. We also have for masters, several masters opportunities here. We have the Ontario Graduate Scholarship and the Queen Elizabeth II Graduate Scholarships as well. Then we have graduate assistantships and other perks you can um, you can take advantage of. We also have information on the English language test and how to get English language test waiver. So it's a full house today. We have lots of opportunities for you. So let's begin. We'll begin with the Ontario Trillium Scholarship. For this one, it's worth 40,000 Canadian dollars and is renewable for 4 years. So 40,000 times 4, that's about 160,000 Canadian dollars for 4 years. And then there are lots of information yet to come, so it's still like a pending um, with a pending deadline or a pending schedule as well. So you have to keep an eye on this website to see when it's going to open. But usually it opens around the application window, which is around August, September, that kind of time. So I think it's good to start looking at this website constantly. To be eligible for this particular scholarship, you have to be nominated by the department you're applying for, and of course, fulfill the basic requirements for a PhD. This is for a PhD, so probably you have done a master's with a very good grade and things like that. So there are other bits of info you can read here on your own. Let's talk about the nomination. So you have to be nominated by the dean or the graduate chair of the department you're applying to. That is why I said in the intro that you might have to contact the department directly and say, I'm interested in this scholarship, I'm interested in admissions, how do I go about it? So, first, read the application requirements on the graduate page, and then when you have questions, send a question to the contact person and also mention the scholarship and say, I'm interested in this scholarship. How do I get nominated? How do I put my name forward? Or how do I talk to the graduate chair to put my name forward? It's very important. So there are lots of things about the terms and conditions and other things you need to read. But we have limited time, so we won't be going into the full gist of this scholarship in the first place. But just know it's very generous. There are lots of information here on the website where you can get guidance on how to apply for the scholarship. So, for example, let's try to see the requirements for one of the departments. So, this is the list of departments, and it's very easy to get the list. Just go to admissions, go to explore our programs, and then get the list of the different programs. This is the list of the different programs. Let's say I'm applying to the maths department, a PhD in maths. So I go to the maths department and see the applications requirements and also the deadlines. So the closest deadline to us now, I think is October, and we also have another one in February as well. So that's fine. So if you cannot make the October deadline, you can make probably the February deadline as well. So what you can do here is to go directly to the web page of the mathematics department. But there's already a contact person here as well. So if you have questions, you can send to the contact person. But let's go to the maths department and do our own due diligence by reading the applications requirements and everything we need to know about the scholarship. So then we'll go to graduate application procedure. So if you apply to this department, you're meant to digest all the information provided here. And if you have questions, there's always a contact person to send your questions to. And remember, for this scholarship as well, you need someone from the inside to recommend you for the scholarship. So I believe you can also send the same inquiry to this person on how to be recommended or put forward for that scholarship. Yeah, for this department, it is said that applicants are encouraged to contact individual faculty members to discuss their research interest and possible research projects if applicable. However, individual faculty members do not directly admit students. So I think this is important to note. So you just check for the staff page or the supervisor page there and see the professor whose interests closely align with yours and send the person an email. But they made it clear that the professor is not the one admitting, whether the department is the one admitting, but it's good to have like a professor's blessing from the department in the first place. I've spoken severally on the channel how to contact professors already. We won't be going into that today. In case you need a video on that, just go to my check other videos on my YouTube channel, look for how to contact professors, and then you get samples of how to write a cold email to professors. So let's move to the master's opportunity. So for the master's opportunity, we have two different scholarships. We have the Ontario Graduate Scholarships and the Queen Elizabeth II Graduate Scholarships in Science and Technology as well. This is worth 15,000 Canadian dollars for 3 consecutive terms. That's per year. And the procedure is also clearly stated out here. There is a different application process. So you go to the course you intend to apply for, and then look for how to apply the application's requirements, and then return here as well to apply for one of these scholarships. So I believe this scholarship is open to both Canadian citizens and permanent residents, as well as international students. Yeah, I think international students as well, and both for current students, graduate students, and applicants as well, as we can see. And there is a breakdown of the number of people who got it last year. That I think 8 international students got it last year, as you can see here. But there are other funding opportunities, guys, in this university. Just check out this page. It says here that if you get like a PhD rather, a PhD admission at this university, you're often guaranteed of some kind of funding. Here it says 19,360 Canadian dollars for domestic and international students. Those who got in this year, we are short of this amount of money. So try as much as possible, at least to get admission. And that's like a very big step to getting a scholarship in the first place. I do not know about combining different scholarships, though. I think there's a cap to the number of money or the amount of money you can get in funding from this university. But I think they try as much as possible to get you funding once you've been able to get into the university. There are lots of research support funding as well. So check the particular applications requirements for your department, and there are loads of departments here, whether in the practical sciences, the social sciences, arts, and humanities. So before we go, let's talk about the English language requirements of this university. So they require the normal English language tests like the TOEFL, the IELTS, and the rest of them. However, you could get exemption if you've studied previously in English language. If you have evidence that you have language proficiency already by virtue of your previous undergrad studies, or you're coming from an English majority country, you can always discuss this as well with your graduate coordinator or the contact person of the course you intend to apply for. And once again, it is important to get the contact of the either the coordinator, the secretary of the department, or something to negotiate, so you get an exemption from submitting one of these English language tests in the first place. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. We quickly rushed through the different scholarships at Western University in Canada. I think you should sit down, take a cup of tea, take a cup of water, and digest the information provided already on this page. And then ask questions to the graduate coordinator in case you are in the dark. And I hope this was useful. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Utilize all these pieces of information we are throwing your way. And we'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now.